Welcome to the Loan Arranger radio show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and they call me the Loan Arranger. I'm here arranging mortgage loans for you and your family and your friends. And I'm going to tell you something. It's been a great time helping you folks and getting to know so many of my loyal listeners out there. And I want you to know that you've always got somebody in the mortgage business that you can count on to make sure that you get honest, trusted advice that best serves you, not the loan officer themselves. It's interesting, our industry, as you know, it's got a system by which you call in and a loan officer pre-approves you for financing, and then the loan officer writes the pre-approval letter so you can go out and buy a property. Now, in my business, we do things a little bit differently. That when you come in to get pre-approved for financing, once we've received your documents, we do what's called our FastTrack Loan Approval, where we actually have the underwriter who's ultimately going to approve any loan that's ever done or ever approved. Loan officers don't approve loans. Underwriters approve loans. Loan officers put the information together and structure the transaction. Why would a loan officer be the one to actually write the approval? That's the fox guarding the chicken house. And we don't do that here. We make sure that when we write a pre-approval, you're going to closing. Unless you lose your job or something catastrophic happens to you, we write the pre-approval, you go to closing. So hear me, real estate agents out there, that if you are working with a lender that's asking for extensions on contracts and asking for, giving you a pre-approval letter and then not closing on time, that doesn't happen over here. We make sure we get the job done. We are a direct lender. We're in all 50 states. We are I think we're running 6th or 7th largest mortgage company in the country right now. That's CrossCountry Mortgage, and I run the Central Florida region for CrossCountry. They call me the Loan Arranger, and our job here is to make sure that you have a great experience when it comes to a mortgage. You know, oddly enough, I was reading an article that said that 60% of people getting a mortgage are dissatisfied with the process or the lender. 60% of people. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be dissatisfied with the process of the biggest financial decision that I'm making. So choose somebody that's committed to giving you a great process. Check out my Google reviews, check out Yelp reviews, check out Zillow reviews, check it all out. Make sure that you're dealing with a lender that truly is there for you. I am committed to making sure that you get that great experience. And here on the Loan Arranger radio show, we are talking about what's going on in the market, how shifts are made, and how to take advantage of purchasing or refinancing a home in any market, including today's. And today is a different market. Let's just put it to you like that. A lot of weird stuff going on. However, I will tell you that I hear from a lot of people like, hey, you know what? I'm just uncertain right now. I think I'm going to sit on the sidelines until things settle down just a little bit. So let's talk about settling down just a little bit. And the market is softened a little bit. There's no question about it. We all know that. We can all see that. But I'm hearing people, including real estate agents, that are ill-informed that housing prices are dropping. What's happening is you have the seller that has seen the market over the last 3 years and been able to get over ask price for their home. Now, in those circumstances, let's just say you had a $400,000 house, you could put it on the market for $400,000 and you would sell it for $425,000, and you'd have 25 people wanting it for that price and willing to pay over ask price or over appraised value for it. Well, that's not happening so much anymore. All right. Most of the properties that we're seeing on the market are actually selling at or slightly below ask price. Now, a good rule of thumb is about 97% of ask price. That's generally the rule of thumb. Now, right now, you may pay full price. You might even pay 101%. You may pay 97%, but I'm seeing that soften a little bit. Now, for those that are selling the home, you might find that, oh my God, the market is just dropping like crazy. No, it's not. It's getting back to reality. The good news is for home buyers, it gives you an opportunity now to get back into the market. So I'm seeing a lot more people that were otherwise pushed out of the market getting back into the market. And interest rates had peaked out. I don't know if they're going to go up again when the Fed raises the Fed rate again, because we're still experiencing inflation, regardless of the propaganda that we hear on the news about the anti-inflation program that the government has enacted, which is called spending more money to curb inflation. I don't understand how that works. But again, I am a high school dropout. I'm not a finance major or economics major. So maybe you know better than I do. I personally think that spending more money doesn't do the job when you're in a recession. And we are without doubt in a somewhat of a recession. I don't think it's a hard recession, but we are in a recession nonetheless. And I don't think that a lot of our incomes have caught up with what the cost of goods are running right now. I mean, come on, let's just face it. Gas is about 60% higher than it was when Trump was in office. Whether that's a political stance or not, you can take it however you want, but it's higher. My food prices are higher, mortgage rates are higher, and the cost of housing is higher. So anyway, is it time to sell? Well, you might not get as much as you did last year. Okay, that's the truth. Because you would get over what your house was worth last year. Now you probably get what your house is worth, or at least 97% of what it's worth. That is the fact. That is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You can't sustain that type of market where people are they can never buy a house unless they pay over ask price. The average first-time home buyer can't afford to do that. And right now, I'm seeing where the first-time home buyers actually got a swing at the ball again. You have hometown heroes for law enforcement, first responders, educators, healthcare workers, veterans. These are all things that you should be calling me on right now. Right now, you should be stopping what you're doing, picking up the phone, and calling me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go directly to my website at webringyouhome.com. Let's get you fully pre-approved to go out and purchase a home. Let's entertain whether there's some other programs around that may assist you in some down payment. Let's make sure that your credit is up to standards so that you can get a decent interest rate. Even though interest rates are still a little higher than I'd like to see them, they're not out of whack anymore. They were really pushing it up there, and now they're starting to settle just a little bit more. Now, I tell people, because they still aren't crazy about interest rates, but they're lower than the national average over the last 40 years. So, what are we going to do? We're going to buy a home right now. Now, some people say, well, I want to see that houses might settle a little bit more. I will tell you this much, that houses are up right now 15% from this time last year. They're actually up in several areas 18 to 20.1%. So houses are still up from last year. They're just not getting that over ask price that sellers were able to capitalize on. And I think you should. If you can get more than what your house is worth, then go ahead and sell it. That's what capitalism is all about. But right now, I'm finding that my buyers are getting another crack at it. So if you are looking at it and going, yeah, I know, but the payment's a little higher than I want, they're going to drop back down at some point. But what you don't want to do is waste your money by houses continuing to go up in value, because we're going to see a pace of continued appreciation. We're not going down in value. We're just coming back to what value really is. So even if you think that the rate might be a little higher than what you would like it to be, it's still an opportunity for you to get in, because even if we only see, say, a 5% appreciation in value, that will make you a lot of money. You buy a $400,000 house, it goes up 5%. That means that you made $20,000 in 1 year. Now, you compare that to the alternative, which is renting. So you want to rent a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house or apartment somewhere. You are going to pay approximately $2,100 for your rent. Now, if you want to do that, that's $25,000 in wasted money. If you want to waste your money, then go ahead and rent. You want to buy, you're going to make, even if you had 3% appreciation, so what? That's $3,000 per $100,000. Okay? If even at 3%, you're making money. It's okay. Buy a home. There's no such thing as a rich renter. You're never going to get ahead. It's not going to happen. So we have to get into the market. And if you are a first-time home buyer, never owned a home before, now is a perfect opportunity for you to do that. If you are a move-up buyer, you're still going to make money on the sale of your house. Let's get the house that you want. 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313. According to ORA, the Orlando Regional Realtor Association, they are saying that the housing market softened very slightly from June to July, and we're talking about 1.6%. And I think that was a necessary drop. And I think that it just gives us another opportunity as a buyer. Now, listen, for several of you out there that might be thinking you want to wait, I just want to put this in perspective. Every time you make a rent payment, that money has just been wasted. It's gone in the pocket of the landlord. It doesn't do anything for you. If you buy a home, every time you make a payment, it's like putting money in an equity bank. It's a piggy bank for you. It doesn't make sense to rent. Let me help you get out of renting and into home ownership. If you are a parent, if you are a grandparent that intends on leaving your children or grandchildren money when you pass, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do with that money. Because if they're not used to managing money, they are going to spend it on a Boston Whaler, a Harley Davidson, a big screen TV. They're going to do all kinds of crazy things and waste your money. Now, what we could do is we could give that money to them in the form of a gift for purchasing a home. Once they purchase a home, they can't take the money out of it. You'd have to refinance the house to pull the money out of it or get a home equity line of credit. Now, let's just say you're grandma and grandpa and you're willing to give your grandchild some money to go buy a home, but you don't want them to go ahead and waste it or pull money out of it in the future because it will only affect them negatively. So what we do is we add you to the deed to the property, not to the note. You're not responsible for the payment, but nobody could go get a home equity line of credit or refinance the house to pull money out without you knowing about it. It wouldn't happen. So I can protect your interest. I can protect you've worked hard for that money. Why not put it to good use? You're not going to spend it all. You're going to use it, or at some point or other, somebody's going to inherit it. Let's do something worthwhile with it. Let's put it in the real estate market. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. I'm the Loan Arranger. I'm also the proud sponsor of the K92-3 All-Star Jam that will be coming up this October. That will be on Labor Day weekend on September the 4th. I do have some tickets available for you if you want to call in or text me, the Loan Arranger. Just text the Loan Arranger to 407-706-3313. I want you to text tickets to that phone number, tickets. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a drawing and we are going to give away some tickets to the K92-3 All-Star Jam. If you are a country fan, then let me help you out. We're going to be there. I've got a booth. We're going to be celebrating all of our heroes. That would be veterans, law enforcement, first responders, our nurses, our healthcare workers have been overworked. And I'm going to tell you something, they deserve a break. I got a loan program for you. I've also put together a very special program where if you are a home buyer and you call me and you want a referral for a real estate agent, I have a group of real estate agents. Listen, there's nothing in this for me whatsoever. I'm telling you, there's no strings attached. But my real estate agents that I've pre-vetted that will take care of you, negotiate closing costs, work with hometown heroes, and donate 25% of their buy-side commission back to you to offset some additional costs. It's a no-brainer. It makes no sense not to do it. Now is the time. Let's get in the market. Let's stop playing around, stop being a renter, and call me right now at 407-706-3313. 3313, or visit my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger radio show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and talking about additional ways you can save money in today's market. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Loan Arranger radio show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I am the Loan Arranger. I can be reached easily at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. I really appreciate you spending your Sunday morning with me. It means a lot to me. I know you got a lot of things to do. I know I'm working around the house and getting chores done, and it's probably something similar that you're doing. You may be on your way to church or on your way home from church right now, and I just want to thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to reach out to you, and I hope that you find that if you know anybody that is in need of financing, that you have somebody that is a neighbor that you can trust. I grew up here in Central Florida. I went all through school here, at least when I went to school, and I am a member of the community, and I am your neighbor, and I can be reached and I can be seen. You can stop into my office at 2729 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. I'm here a lot of the time. Of course, if you do decide to stop by, please give me a courtesy call and just let me know you're going to be here, because I do events all over the state and oftentimes even out of state. So I just like to make sure that I'm here. If you come by, if you want to meet with me, and I'm always there for you and your family. And that's why I do this show. I get to meet so many wonderful people, and I hope that you realize that there is somebody that is in the finance business, the mortgage business, that you can count on and that you can trust, and that you can make sure that your children or your grandchildren or your friends or family or your coworkers are well taken care of and always getting the very best that's available. I am a direct lender. I can lend in all 50 states. I run the most magnificent mortgage team I've ever seen. And I don't say that because of me. There's a couple of reasons why I think that my team is unbelievable. And if you want to check out my reviews, check out my reviews, man. I'm telling you, I am committed to making sure you have good service, because I hate it when I go somewhere and I just don't get good service. And I don't get good service. I even banked with a local bank here because I got to have a bank, right? I think that the teller is amazing. I love her. I think the actual company itself is horrible. I don't like any of the big banks. They're terrible. Then they send your information off to India or China or some doggone place. I don't like my private information being sold. You come to CrossCountry Mortgage, I will take your application. I will process your application. I will underwrite your application. I will close your mortgage loan for you, and I likely will even service the loan. Now, all mortgage companies can sell their loans. They have the ability to do that, but at CrossCountry Mortgage, we keep a lot of the transactions that we close. And I just want you to know, if you are a consumer and you want somebody that's going to take great care of you, I have a great mortgage company, and I think my employees are outstanding. They're polite, they're accommodating, they return phone calls, they return emails, they return text. They do everything that you would want them to do. They're kind, considerate, and they'll never, ever sell you something that is not the right thing for you to have. We make sure that we tailor our mortgages to you, because you're different than the next person that comes to me. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I think my team is great, because it's not because of me. All right. I think that I do a great job of running the company. I'm a really good loan officer. I understand how to structure mortgages better than most, but my team is there to cater. My wife, Michelle, is the ops manager. She runs the show over here, okay? And she runs a tight ship. And by gosh, I'm going to tell you something. My team is dialed in. They're dialed in. So you need great service. You want a great mortgage. You want a great interest rate. You want your closing costs to be in alignment with what they should be. You don't want a lender that's overcharging or overcommitting and not delivering. Then that's me. If you are a real estate agent, why the heck are you working with anybody but the best in the business? Hire me. Put me to the test. I'm there to help you. When we come back from the next break, I want to go over with you and tell you how I can help you save more money by aligning you, my client, my loyal listener, to a great real estate agent that will donate part of their commission back to you to offset your closing costs. Stay tuned, 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Loan Arranger radio show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I'm the Loan Arranger, here broadcasting from the beautiful studios at WDBO and Cox Media. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in to me on this beautiful Sunday. I hope you're enjoying the day. Maybe getting some things done around the yard. Maybe you're headed to the beach, on the way to church, on your way home from church, whatever it is you're doing with your family. I appreciate the opportunity to reach out to you, and I'm hoping I'm adding not only some entertainment, but some added value when it comes to purchasing or refinancing a piece of real estate, a home. You know, that's our biggest investment, and you need to make sure you have somebody in the business that you can count on, and I'm applying for the job. I am a local person here. I grew up right here in Central Florida, went all through school in Central Florida, raised my children right here. They went to public school, not private school, and I operate a business right here in Winter Park at I-4 in Fairbanks. I lend in all 50 states. I think the mortgage company that I'm with here, CrossCountry Mortgage, is the best mortgage company in the business, and if you're interested in getting into the industry, or you are working for another mortgage company and you have the skills, then I am willing to interview you and see if you meet the standards that we hold right here in my branch at CrossCountry Mortgage. So if you'd like to join our team, you can call me at 407-706-3313. If you are a real estate agent and you want to align yourself with a lender that'll care as much about your customer as you do, then hire me. Use me to make sure that your clients get the very best advice and always get to the closing table smoothly and on time. If you're considering refinancing a home, I'm going to tell you something. I don't think this is the market to do a refinance in unless you fit into a couple of categories. Don't call me to refinance to get rid of PMI right now. We're going to wait for rates to get a little bit lower. Don't call me to reduce your interest rate unless you have a balloon note due that's coming due. Don't do that, okay? If you are needing to consolidate debt, that's a good reason to refinance right now. I mean, I heard a new commercial on TV the other day was like, you know, refinance your home to pull money out to go on a vacation. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is our retirement. Your home should be the best investment. If you operate correctly and you buy real estate and buy a lot of it, as much as you can, you will retire and you will have you and your family and generations to come financially secure. Why wouldn't you do that? You want to get into one of my classes? I teach classes every month. You can go to webringyouhome.com and check out one of my classes. I do a leapfrog class, a home buying class. I do a class for real estate agents to understand the market and be more informed as to what loan programs are available so you can better serve your clients' needs. There's a lot of different things that we do to help you grow in real estate. My Leapfrog program was a program that I developed that I didn't have the money to buy a lot of properties. And I saw a lot of people getting rich in owning properties, but I had no means of doing that. So I had to figure out a way to be able to accumulate wealth and accumulate real estate the easiest possible way. So I developed a program. And when I say I developed a program, a system by which I could afford to buy more properties than somebody could that was putting 20 to 25% down to buy investment properties. I did it a little different. If you're interested in that, you must attend one of my Leapfrog programs, and there's no strings attached. Like, I'm not one of these guys that fly into town and do these weekend seminars where you pay me $850 and you buy my booklet and my cassette tapes. I don't do that. I give you down-to-earth, practical advice on how to do it step by step by step. And there's nothing for me to gain. You walk out of the room and you go, wow, that was great. I think I can do that. And then my goal is to just earn your mortgage business. There's no strings attached. You don't have to buy my program. You don't have to do anything like that. If you're a real estate agent, I teach classes to real estate agents so you can better serve your clients' needs and have some familiarity with what loan programs may be available out there, because a lot of real estate agents, they just don't understand really what's available out there. They think they do. And when your client knows more than you do, that could be problematic. Come to me. We'll make sure that you're well informed so that you can convey the right information to your clients and make sure that we're serving the needs. If you are considering getting into the market right now, whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, you're buying a vacation home, call me. I will connect you with a real estate agent in the area that you wish to purchase in that is highly accountable to you, that is ethical, that is professional, that will work for your best interest, not just getting a commission. I have vetted some real estate agents that I like and trust. Now, sometimes I pick a top producer, sometimes I don't, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't think because you're a top producer, you're necessarily a great agent. You just happen to have a lot of clients. But I see people that have come to me, real estate agents, go, I've been doing this for 30 years, and you're still not that good at it. That's a shame. If you want to serve the client's needs, then you have to be able and willing to negotiate on their behalf. And that's what I look for. Somebody that's going to work hard for my clients. Now, you come to me and you need a real estate agent. I have real estate agents that will commit to also giving you back 25% of the real estate commission so you can offset some additional closing costs. Now think about this, you guys. Let's just say that the average buyer's agent is getting a 3% commission and your average purchase price is $400,000. That means that there's a $12,000 commission. And if they're going to give you 25% of that, that's $3,000 that you're getting to offset your closing costs or your escrows. Why wouldn't you want that? And there's no strings attached. They don't compensate me for that. Nobody gives me a referral fee. It's just a way that I can help you, my listener, get more money back in your pocket. All right. So I've aligned myself with some very credible, very trustworthy, very ethical real estate agents that are also good negotiators. And when I refer you to them, they understand what their job is. Don't you want somebody? I mean, most people that hire a real estate agent, they see a sign in the yard, they go to the listing agent. You know, the listing agent has a fiduciary responsibility to the seller, not to you. There is no such thing as dual agent in this area. They have a responsibility to get the seller the most money, and you think you're saving money by going to them. That is not the right thing to do. You call me, I'll get you somebody that will represent you and your family to make sure you get the very most. 407-706-3313 is my phone number. That's 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com, webringyouhome.com. Now, you'll hear me really pushing a lot of the first-time home buyer and hometown heroes and other down payment assistance programs. Or even if you don't qualify for down payment assistance, maybe you fall into a category where your credit scores aren't quite meeting that, or you are maybe don't have the debt ratio to meet their requirements. Or your income is too high to meet their requirements. Maybe that's you, but there's other programs that you might fall into. I don't have credit score requirements on FHA. If I can get you approved FHA, come on, it's 3.5% down. Now 3.5% down. Okay. I hook you up with a real estate agent. They give you part of their commission back. Your out of pocket is minimal. Okay, so most of your closing costs would be covered. I combine that with Hometown Heroes. And you think about that, you can get up to $25,000 from Hometown Heroes. Your average price right now, let's just say $380,000 to $400,000, and on $400,000, you're going to get approximately $20,000 in Hometown Heroes. Well, then you get another $3,000 from a real estate agent. You got $23,000. That goes toward down payment, closing costs, escrows. Come on, your out of pocket is probably nothing or close to nothing in many cases. If you're a veteran, it's absolutely nothing. And veterans have extra features that are available with Hometown Heroes. So I can combine a VA loan with a Hometown Hero loan, and it's a no lose, man. I mean, it doesn't make any sense not to do it. But if you are in law enforcement of any type, you're certified law enforcement. That could even be a jail guard. If you are a teacher and you're certified, if you are a nurse or healthcare worker and you're certified, if you are a veteran, if you are an EMT or firefighter, I mean, you guys got to listen to this show, tell me who's renting, get them over to me, and let me help them right now while this program lasts. I'm going to tell you something. I think a lot of down payment assistance programs are very challenging for the client to meet. Matter of fact, about 10% of the people that want them actually can get them. This program, in my opinion, is the best down payment assistance program that I've ever seen. First of all, most people are disqualified because they make too much money, and the down payment assistance programs limit the amount of money. Most down payment assistance programs limit the purchase price of the house, and a lot of them locally are only about $320,000, maybe $325,000. That's all you can buy. Well, how are you going to buy a house when the median sales price is $390 and you're trying to cap out at $320? And then they have income limits. So if you make too much money, you don't qualify for the program. Well, Hometown Heroes, you can go up to like $123,000 in income. Hometown Heroes allows you to have a non-occupying co-borrower. No other down payment assistance program does that. They don't do it. So there's so many perks. You call me regarding this program. My team are experts on it, and they can guide you through the process. If you're a real estate agent and you want to help more teachers, you want to help more law enforcement, you want to help more first responders, call me at 407-706-3313. I'm going to tell you something. For all you folks out there listening right now, maybe you're a teacher. I'm going to speak to teachers, and I'm going to speak to the school board, and I'm going to speak to the principals of school. Your greatest dilemma right now is you have a shortage of teachers. Now, what differentiates your school from any other school in the district or even another district? Nothing. Are your kids different? No, they're not different. Is your pay different? Probably not. Okay. Is the community that much different? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But here's what I do to help you. Why don't you help recruit teachers by offering them this program and connecting them with me? They get Hometown Heroes program. You can attract more teachers from out of state because I can get them into a house for almost no money out of pocket, if not no money out of pocket. So if you want to recruit more teachers, get them over to me. Then I combine them with one of my real estate agents that will also give them 25% of their commission back. I mean, it doesn't make any sense not to do it. It gives you an opportunity to reach out and help more of those recruits. Now, my real estate agents that I will refer them to will know your community, know your area. So they will take that teacher, they will drive them around the community, show them all the features of it so that you have somebody that is going to be a tour guide to show them why buying in this community is the right thing to do. And you have a way to help them purchase a home. Who else is helping them purchase a home? Nobody else is helping. They're not doing that in Michigan. Who wants to live in Michigan? Who wants to live in New York? Who wants to live in New Jersey? I don't want to live in New Jersey. Do you want to live in New Jersey? Even if you're from New Jersey, you don't have to call me up and go, I love New Jersey, Bruce. Great. You love New Jersey. You're here because you don't want to live in New Jersey. Neither do I. I don't want to live anywhere else. I like Florida. A little hot right now. I do think it's a little bit warm for me, but it gets better. It's a great state. We got a great governor. We got beaches on all sides of us. You got lakes everywhere. You got all the attractions. You got no state taxes. It's a great place to live. Why not use the tools that I have to help you recruit people? If you are in healthcare, do the same thing. I can help you recruit more people. You get your nurses that are entertaining coming to work for your hospital, your dentist office, your doctor's office. You call me and I help you recruit them because I get them into purchasing a home and I get them all kinds of incentives. 407-706-3313. Come on, you guys, give your head a shake. You got to use the tools that are going to help you recruit more people. We need more employees down here. We need more people to work. We need more healthcare workers. We need more teachers. We need more cops. We need more first responders. We have a shortage of it, and now I have a tool that you can use. Write this phone number down right now. Don't forget it. 407-706-3313. They call me the Loan Arranger. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm with CrossCountry Mortgage. My website is webringyouhome.com. Don't go to my CrossCountry website ever. Go to webringyouhome.com. My team will cater to you. They will get you fixed up. They will make sure your prospective employees or your recruits are well taken care of, and we'll give them a great tour of the community. So not only do you sell them on coming to work for your school, your hospital, or your medical center, or your police station, or your fire station, whatever it is, we'll help you by selling the community. Stay tuned. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger radio show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, webringyouhome.com. Welcome back to the last segment of the Loan Arranger radio show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Loan Arranger, and I want to thank you for tuning into the show. I want you to know that if you need any help when it comes to getting a mortgage or purchasing a home or refinancing a home, that my team and I are here to cater to you. We would be honored to help you. I've been in the business for 33 years. I've closed well over 10,000 transactions. I think I've got the best mortgage branch in the industry. But in addition to mortgages, maybe you need a referral to a real estate agent. Maybe you need a referral to a builder. I can help you with that. You know, a lot of folks out there, they don't want to buy a resale home, and they definitely don't want to buy a production home. They want to buy something that maybe they can stretch out in, that doesn't have an HOA. And you want to build on your own lot, or you want to build on a lot that a builder has that will build a custom or semi-custom home for you. I have the resources for that. I can refer you to the right people, and I've just started working with a great company called Ultra Modern Homes, and I'm going to tell you something. I can connect you with them, and they've got some special incentives for using our services to offset some closing costs, and I'm going to tell you something. Great semi-custom home builder. I've worked with many other builders across the area from Ocala all the way down to Melbourne and Cocoa and Daytona. If you need a referral for a builder, pick up the phone and give me a call. I'll get you connected with somebody. You need a great real estate agent, I can connect you with real estate agents as well, and many of them will give you a rebate back of their commission by connecting with me. I'll refer you to them, and they'll negotiate some closing costs, and they'll be familiar with the type of loan program that I have pre-approved you for. If you want a great mortgage at the lowest possible interest rate, best possible closing cost, excellent service, what more could you ask for? You've got the Loan Arranger right here in your backyard in Winter Park, Florida. Grew up here, teams here. You're not going to get sent off where your private information is sent off to India or some other foreign country. No, not here. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Loan Arranger. You can write this phone number down so you can save it and call me anytime. It's 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313. I am also the sponsor of the K92.3 All-Star Jam that will be in September. I believe it's September the 4th. I've got it written down here somewhere. And if you would like tickets to that, then all you have to do is pick up the phone and text to 407-706-3313, tickets to the jam. And I will put you in the running for some tickets. I got some tickets here. I'm going to be there. I'll have a booth. That's going to be there to celebrate our heroes, so you can stop by and see me. We're going to have a lot of fun. Got some great band members. Got Dan and Shay, Jelly Roll, Michael Ray, right here from Eustis, Florida. Mitchell Tenpenny got some great songs. Nico Moon and Haley Withers. If you are interested in going to the jam, all you got to do is text 407-706-3313 tickets, and I will put you in the running for some of them. If you want to always make sure you've got somebody that'll take great care of your family when it comes to purchasing a home or refinancing a home and you want to make sure you get an honest interest rate, the best possible interest rate for the market, the lowest possible closing costs, then you can count on me. If you are a real estate agent seeking the partnership of a great lender to make sure your clients actually close on time and are extremely happy with the service, then hire me. 60% of people that buying a home or get a mortgage are dissatisfied with the process. They're dissatisfied with the real estate agent. They don't think they did enough, and they're dissatisfied with the loan process. Don't be one of the 60. Be one of the 40. Come to me. I'll make sure the process goes smooth for you. You don't go to your bank. Your bank's going to send your information off to China or to India. Believe me, they do. Believe me. And listen, don't subscribe to free stuff like free credit reports. That's data mining. You wonder why you're getting spams and all this stuff that people have your data. It's because you're signing up for free stuff. Hire the Loan Arranger. You got me here. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. God love each and every one of you, and I'll see you next week, same time.